Hi, good evening. My name is Julian Zarate, and the liquidation of a company. The liquidation of a company is a complex process that takes place when a company is unable to overcome its financial difficulties and there are no viable restructuring options. It is a final step that involves the definitive cessation of operations and the distribution of the company assets to pay creditors. In this is in this essay, we will explore in detail what the liquidation of a company consists of, the stage involved, impacts it's for both the company and the creditors. The liquidation of a company begins when the owners and directors of the company make the decision to close operations and distribute its assets to pay outstanding debts. Although it is a painful process and can mean the loss of hopes and the demise of a business entire, liquidation is often the most sensible option when viable solutions to the financial crisis cannot be found. The first stage of the liquidation process is the appointment of a liquidator of receiver. This person will be responsible for managing and selling the assets of the company in liquidation. The liquidator will ensure that the assets are sold at the best possible price to maximize revenues and pay creditors to the extent possible. Once the liquidator is appointed, the company assets are valued and sold. This includes the sale of inventories, machinery, equipment, property, and any other assets that can generate income. The assets may be sold directly or through auctions, and the funds obtained will be used to pay debts according to the order of priority established by law. It is important to know that in liquidation there is an order of priority and payments to creditors. Secured creditors such as holders of mortgage or secured loans. High priority will be paid first from the proceeds obtained from the sale of the corresponding assets. Privileged creditors such as employees with outstanding wages will be paid next, followed by unsecured creditors, which are those without specific collateral. Finally, finally, if there is any remainder, it will distribute it to the shareholders or owners. Liquidation also involves the closing of the company, legal and tax obligations. Final returns must be filed, and legal and tax requirements must be complete way to terminate the business. This includes cancelling the commercial and tax records and filing the corresponding liquidation with the competent authorities. The liquidation of a company can have significant impacts on the various stakeholders involved. For owners, it may involve the loss of their investment and the need of some outstanding liabilities personally. For employees, it may result in the loss of jobs and the need to seek new job opportunities. For employees, it might result in the loss of jobs and the needs to seek new employment opportunities. Suppliers and creditors might also experience financial loss if outstanding debts cannot be paid. The liquidation of companies is a complex and difficult process that is carried out when there are no viable alternatives. To overcome financial difficulties through the appointment of a liquidator, the style of access and the distribution of the process. Creditors are paid in accordance with established order of priority. Although liquidation implies the definitive cessation of operations and might have negative impacts. It is an option that makes it possible to put an end to the business activity and close outstanding obligations. To create 560, 772, and 842 of 2020, in Colombia, established special bankruptcy measures with the objective of providing support to companies in insolvency due to the economy. Crisis caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, these measures seek to facilitate the reorganization and survival of companies in crisis, avoiding their liquidation and promoting the continuity of economy activity. The main measures established in each of the decrees are detailed below. Decree 560. This decree established the corporate insolvency regime for individuals and companies. Among the special insolvency measures included in the decree are: first, suspension of executions and precautionary measures. During the business reorganization process, executions of security interest and precautionary measures on the debtor assets are suspended, allowing a space of time for restructuring and negotiations by creditors. Second, reorganization agreement. The possibility is established for the debtor and its creditors to reach a reorganization agreement in which new conditions are established for the payment of debts and the restructuring of the company. This agreement must be approved by the Hughes and the bidding effects for all creditors. Decree 772. This decree established measures for business reactivation and equity strengthening. Some of the special bankruptcy measures included are: first, facility for renegotiations of debts. Favorable conditions are established for companies to renegotiate their debts with creditors, such as the possibility of extending payment terms, reducing interest rates, and granting grace periods. Debt capitalization. Capitalization is allowed these is creditors are allowed to become shareholders of the company by converting part of their credits into shares of the company. Decree 842. This decree established additional measures for business reactivation and employment protection. Among the special bankruptcy measures included are the following: suspension of precautionary measures. During the corporate reorganization process, precautionary measures on debtors assessed are suspended, which provides a margin of time to negotiate while creditors and seek restructuring solutions. Facilities for access to financing. Mechanisms are established to facilitate the access of companies increase to source of financing such as the creation of special lines of credit and the easing of requirements for accessing loans. These are some of special bankruptcy measures included in Decrees 560, 772, and 842 of 2020 in Colombia. It is important to note that these measures are designed to provide a legal framework and support to companies increase, allowing them to restructure and find viable solutions to overcome their financial difficulties. Thanks.